Hello and welcome, my VIP members here at lkvip.podbean.com, and welcome to this news show today where I am going to be breaking down the brackets for the WWE Global Cruiserweight Classic, the series that we're on the WWE Network starting July 13th, that's next week, immediately after NXT airs, and you're going to get a review of that right here on lkvip.podbean.com. And I'm also probably going to do that. And if you're wondering how to watch this, well, not these shows, but the free ones I upload, if you want to watch them in video, head over to youtube.com/KocoSports and hit that damn subscribe button. But in any event, I've just got off recording the SmackDown preview. I want to do this short, quick, and simple to the point. So, on the left-hand side, you have Akira Tozawa versus Kenneth Johnson. Obviously, Akira Tozawa of Dragon Gate fame. I've seen a few of his matches. I've seen him at Dragon Gate UK. I've seen him in Dragon Gate in Japan. I did a review of Dragon Gate King of Gate. The first two nights I did a review of. So make sure you check them out. And that's in the archives on youtube.com/KocoSports. So if you're wondering what my opinion is of him, I think he's a great high flyer. He oozes charisma. He can do everything. He's quick, he's smooth, he's fluent, and I think he'll be a dark horse. Then we have Jack Gallagher versus Fabian Aichner. I don't know how you say that. Again, I slaughter languages like there's no tomorrow. And that's one of my downfalls. I'm really bad at that, and I'm awful at that. But Jack Gallagher, the extraordinary gentleman, he is from the UK. He's wrestled at companies like Future Shock. He's wrestled at companies like Progress Wrestling. And he's just a great technical wrestler. He's like Zack Sabre Jr., but not as well known. So I think if you're a fan of Zack Sabre Jr.'s style in the ring, I think you're going to dig Jack Gallagher. Then you have Damian Slater versus the Japanese Vosso to Jerry. Obviously, when I was younger, I started watching pro wrestling when I was 5, back in 2001. He had that mist. I remember that specifically, especially in the invasion angle. And then in 2002... he went on to feud. He had a good feud with Jamie Noble over the Cruiserweight Championship. So his name, in my mind, with the word WWE Cruiserweight, just intertwines. He's a former multi-time Cruiserweight Champion. He just knocked off the likes of Rey Mysterio. Just a really, really great talent. I'm looking forward. And the rumors is he's signed a full-time contract. And then you have Alejandro Saez versus Gren Metalik. You have Drew Gulak. He was from CZW. I don't know if he's still there. I haven't watched CZW in a few years because The Night is Dark and Deathmatch is scum. And he's facing half Shira, not Abdullah Mashira from TNA, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. It's Drew Gulak versus half Sihara. I don't know how to say these names. I haven't actually watched that bracketology that's on the network, and maybe I should have watched that before I broke down these brackets, to be perfectly honest with you. We had Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tyson Dux. Tyson Dux from Canada. I know he's done some great stuff over there. I need to check out some Canadian independents. I might check out Smash, because I know Progress and Smash have an alliance, and they have a show coming up. Because I know Johnny Gargano at the last Progress show, which I will be reviewing, because I have got the link for that, and I'm going to look forward to reviewing that. I know Johnny Gargano had an open challenge, which was accepted by... The Night is Dark and full of spoilers. Mark Haskins. And Mark Haskins, Johnny Gargano is going to be a fucking awesome match. And I'm really looking forward to watching that and breaking it down for you guys. And versus Zack Sabre. Zack Sabre Jr. need no introduction. Just one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet. I'm a huge fan of technical wrestling when it's done properly. And he does it better than anyone. Noam Dar versus Guv Sahira. Noam Dar from ICW. He's also from PCW and Preston City Wrestling. He's kind of gimmick is he has a Star Wars intro. He's done a Yoda entrance before, which is fucking awesome. He's a great pro wrestler, and I think you're going to dig him in the series. Arya Davari, I think he's related to Davari or the Sheikh Abdul Bashir when he was in TNA, because that definitely wasn't racist. He's facing Ho Ho Lun. That's the first, I think it was the first Chile or the first Hong Kong wrestler to sign to a WWE contract. Then on the right hand side, you have Brian Kendrick versus Raul Mendoza. Brian Kendrick, obviously you guys know Brian Kendrick. He's former WWE Tag Team Champion Paul London. Just a great pro wrestler. He has a school. He's trained Eva Marie. That doesn't really say much about him, does it? I think that was just maybe he actually trained her, but I know that was a part of Total Divas, so I don't know if that's a shoe or not. Then you have my boy Tony Nese. You guys know I'm a huge fan and a huge mark of Evolve's Tony Nese. He also does Full Impact Pro. He's done TNA before in the past. First big exposure on national television here for Tony Nese, even though it's on the network. I still classify as national, as there is over 1 million subscribers for the network itself, which is absolutely insane. He's facing off against Anthony Bennett. Tony Nese, by the way, is my pick, not my prediction. He is my pick to win this thing. Kota Ibushi versus Sean Maluta. You guys know Kota Ibushi. I don't really need to say much. Again, if you guys are listening to this and you guys are hardcore professional wrestling fans, because obviously your subscription to a professional wrestling podcast clarifies that you are a hardcore pro wrestling fan, and I thank you for that. But you guys know the extreme talents, and I remember this one spot for me that really hooked me into Kota Ibushi fandom. He was in a 4-way with Young Bucks, El Generico, and he hit a moonsault but landed on his feet and then hit another moonsault and a reverse run off the top. Like, the guy is unfucking real. He's an insane professional wrestler. He's done great stuff in New Japan. He had an absolute incredible match at Wrestle Kingdom 9 against AJ Styles. He had an incredible G1 last year. I remember his match with Tanahashi very well. Just a great pro wrestler. I think if you haven't seen Kota Ibushi before, you're going to be in for a treat. Then you have Cedric Alexander versus Clement Pitoit. Huge fan of Cedric Alexander. I've always praised the guy's work in Ring of Honor. I was a fan of his work when he was with Vader Scott's manager, so I'm looking forward to seeing him under the WWE umbrella. And I'm going to be honest, these are the in my opinion, the second round matches for this block. Kendrick Nice, Ibushi Alexander. I mean, Ibushi Alexander, that's fucking that's cum-worthy. And Nice Kendrick, hopefully Nice goes over. Then in the last block, you have TJ Perkins versus Damac. Again, TJ Perkins just a veteran. He's done Evolve, he's done TNA, he's done Ring of Honor, he's done everywhere. We have Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. Obviously, that's interesting because obviously they're tag team in NXT right now. Hopefully, this doesn't mean they're going to break up, but my prediction is Gargano. I just think he suits that cruiserweight, mold. I'm not saying cruiserweights have to be high flying, but in the WWE, the perception is that they high fly. Then Lince Dorado versus Mustafa Ali, that could be great. And Jason Lee versus Rich Swann. So I reckon Rich Swann's going to advance to the quarters out of that as well. So thank you very much for joining me, VIP members. Just a short little podcast for you to sink your teeth into on this Thursday. Make sure you check out the SmackDown preview that I just recorded. We're obviously going to go live with a SmackDown review later on. Did an NXT review yesterday, and I wish you to check this out. And if you're listening to this, I've uploaded this for free on youtube.com/KocoSports. If you are listening to this and want to hear great content like this every single day of the week, it is $1.99 subscription over at lkvip.podbean.com. You get so much content, it's not even funny. That being said, make sure you sign up if you haven't yet to LKVIP. And if you are signed up, thank you so fucking much. Check out all the archives. Check out LKBucksW. Check out W in 1999. Check out this week's Raw review. Just check out the great content. Thank you so much for supporting me. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll be damn sure catching your asses down that line.